Good morning, folks. This is Manoj from Market Ideas of Profit and yet another video detailing what's happened this week and how we're going to see the chart and try to gauge what's coming our way in the next week. Next week is important, as you know. We are going to get the outcome of the elections, and it's an exciting week to be a part of the trading community. So I'm going to discuss three charts. I'm going to discuss Nifty, BankNifty, and FinNifty with you. To start with, here is the chart of the Nifty. Now, as usual, I use my volume profile tool to get me an idea as to what's happening on the Nifty and give me a structure. So we are going to use the volume profile tool, and here it is. The Nifty, this is a daily chart, and this is what we see. I've been trying to guide you with this volume profile tool, and it's been giving us fabulous results because we've been tracking the markets and it has been giving us a fabulous outcome on our trades. So if you remember, we have traded this portion of the move. We have gone ahead and traded this portion. We've gone ahead and traded this portion, and we have even gone ahead and traded this portion. So all these moves have been traded, and we have not been trading a lot of this area because this was beyond the area of the value area, and we were not sure as to what's going to transpire. And now in the last week, we have moved down from here and moved back into the value area. And the next trade outcome that you could see is probably it could take you down from this area and into these areas. Now, this is something that is possible on Monday, which is the 3rd. We are going to have the outcome of the election starting the 4th. So Monday, we could see a pullback to these areas, or we could have a sideways move on that day. And then there could be two scenarios that could play out. We could either move if the outcome is suitable to what the market feels it should be. It could take us higher and give us a fresh all-time high. On the contrary, if the market finds that the outcome is not as what the market thought it would be, we could get a move down, which could be ferocious, because either way, there should be a lot of volatility coming into the markets. And these are the two scenarios that I see happening in the markets. There's a very slim chance of the third scenario where we could be ranging sideways in these areas. I don't think that's an outcome that I expect to see. So in these areas, I don't see a lot of trading activity to happen. So, I mean, I don't think this is a scenario that might happen. I'm expecting these scenarios to pan out. One is on the top, we move on the top. And the second scenario is that if the results are not to our liking, then we move to the bottom. So these are the scenarios that we see on the Nifty. Now I can mark out the levels for you here. So the levels that we have here are, this is 22,830, which is the top of the range. And at the bottom of the range, we have this, which is a 22,275, which is 22,275 odd area. I'll make it a little more clearer for you, 2278. So we are somewhere in the middle right now in the range 22,584, and we could move to the top and bottom, or to the top or to the bottom. But we have one more day to decide before we get the results. So maybe we move to the bottom of the range or stay sideways for that particular day, or maybe move up and go to one extreme and then take the next move. So this is how I perceive the Nifty to proceed with us. And now let us go to the Bank Nifty. Unfortunately, in the Bank Nifty, I'm not able to use the volume profile. There's some data corruption on the TradingView app, and I'm unable to use the fixed range volume profile, but there are other ways I can design the chart. So I've already done my research, and I have got anchored VWAP, which will come up, and this is the area that I find which is interesting to trade with. And again, here, like we did In the other chart, I will just try to designate the trades that we have taken. So we've gone these areas and we have traded these boundaries. And the last we traded was this boundary. And we made a beautiful 1800 point trade on this count. So these areas have been traded with. And what do we look at for the future is now what we're going to look at. So let's see what's in store for us from here. So the contextual area that we are in right now is, let me just take my drawing tool. So this is the area that we are in currently, and this is the area that is the value area, and all areas above that are the extremities. So there are two things that can happen. We can stay above the value area on Monday, allowing us that liberty to decide what are we going to do next. Now, obviously, the outcome that most of us expect is Mr. Modi to come back. And if he happens to come back, we probably will have a move up and move towards a new high in the market. That is what I presume is something that we can look forward to. So this should be a blue trajectory leading us to some much expected gains. And if Mr. Modi is unable to garner a majority, then we will have to face this move which will take us down. And in that scenario, I expect that we will breach these levels quickly, and this is not the area that we will stop our downfall with. We would go lower if Mr. Modi is unable to, get the required numbers to make an unopposed or maybe a uncoalition government, a majority government. If there's a coalition, definitely the market is not going to like it, and we are going to go deeper into the lower ranges of the market. So we expect that the markets fly if Mr. Modi makes it. If Mr. Modi doesn't make it, the entire area will traverse, and we will probably move into lower areas, which we can then, decide later as to what areas that we're looking at. The third chart that I'm keen to look at with you this time is the FinNifty. And here what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the volume profile tool in front of you to demarcate the areas and show it to you how these areas can be marked. So I could mark these areas into three ways. I could use this as one area. In fact, just up to this tool, this could be one area. I hope, yeah, we got the tool here. And then the second area would be this contextual area, which has been giving us a sideways move. Now, obviously, I'm just going to try and make it visually more interesting. And what we're seeing here actually is there's a channel that is developing on this chart, and this channel is something that's very interesting. So this is the channel that we are following, and if you see this channel, I'll take the arrow tool and I'll show it to you. Now, if you see this channel, what is happening here is that we have been going up and down the channel on these extremes, and it's been working absolutely beautifully. If we were to take these turns, imagine how many turns we've already had on this channel. So we've had a number of turns. You can call it as 1, 2. This is not what it should be. So there's 1. Then there's the second one here. So sorry, the second one. I mean, I can just write it here rather than putting it out. There's 2. So sorry, my tool is not giving me support. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4, and this is 5. So we already had 5 turns on this channel and more. How many more can we expect? Is something that we can look at. So this is the way we could trade on this channel. Now obviously, if you want to trade it with the volume profile, what we have also done here is that we can create one more profile, which is the upper ranges. We can create one more profile which will start from here to this part, and this will give us a contextual area, which is, if you see how beautifully we've been moving in these ranges here now. So this is the fresh value area that we have, and we have been moving top and bottom on these value areas, also giving you an idea as to what. So now this is showing us that if we are weak on Monday, we would probably come down, or maybe we can remain sideways on Monday. We can remain sideways on Monday. We could just peter out sideways within this range, and then on Monday we could decide whether we are going to take Tuesday rather, we are going to decide whether we're going to take these ranges. I'm going to draw it again. So let's draw it again. This is the current range that we are in, and on Monday I expect the range to remain within this box. And then if we have a favorable outcome, we will probably head higher from here and move higher. And if the outcome turns negative, then probably we can try and go lower. And then, I've not demarcated in the other chart, but when you look at the lower areas, you again use the volume profile tool and draw the next contextual area where the volume profile could have been drawn, and you could get a volume profile here. And then I could again decide a contextual area, and this would be my contextual area for the journey down. So if I were to move down, like I said, if the results are not in the favor of the BJP and they're not able to garner absolute majority, then this is something that we will see, and we could go even lower. We could go to these areas or even lower areas. So these are the three scenarios that we see on the charts. Now, if you want to take screenshots, what I can do is I can mark out the areas and you can take screenshots here. So what are the important areas? These are the important areas that we've marked out. And here, this is an area that is important. If we go higher, then I expect this area to be breached on the top, and this would be the fresh breakout that we will be looking for from here. And if we go lower, this could be an area that you could be looking to target. So you could take a screenshot here, and these are the important areas that we could be looking at. So I'll just repeat. If you're looking at the downside, which is not something which I want to make it happen, this is the area that we can be looking at. And if we are looking at the positive scenario that we want, this could be something that we could be looking at. So these are the two scenarios, and specifically for Monday, we could be spending some time in this area is what I'm expecting on the Nifty, on the Bank Nifty. So you could take a screenshot here. I would count to 3, and you could take a screenshot of this, so you can revisit the video and mark out your areas. Either way, the way you like it, you can do that. So 1, 2, 3. If you've taken the screenshot, that's good. I think we can again go back to Nifty, and I think we've already marked out the areas. If you want to take a screenshot, you can take a screenshot here too. And what I'm also going to do here now for you is mark out the threshold of the breakout that we expect if Mr. Modi comes in, and 23,100 should be something that we would want to breach. And in case we break down lower, the lower end of the range would be 22,300, and the ultimate target, if we break down, could be this line, which is the 21,840 odd, and you could go lower too, because if depending on what number of seats BJP gets, the reaction of the market is going to be something that you will see. So this is all that is there for the Nifty, Bank Nifty, and the FinNifty for the coming week. Exciting times ahead. Look forward to getting you analysis, post the results, and see what's happening. So once we see the results, and probably on Tuesday night, we will see the results happening. So we may start getting reactions on Tuesday, and maybe we'll make one more video on Tuesday night and see what's in store for us after the results are through. So this is all from me for this weekend. Look forward to being with you in the excitement that is going to come across on our screens in the coming week. Thank you. Do like and subscribe this video, and look forward for that video on Tuesday night on the outcome of the elections. See you, and bye-bye.